Hello and welcome to SpinTV's coverage of the 2018 European Disc Golf Championships. I am Nate Sexton and I'm joined by an actual European, Mr. Simon Lizotte.
Hello guys and welcome. We are here in beautiful northern Croatia in Toplice Sveti Martin at the golf resort, and it's been very hot and we're ready to go.
Looks like a beautiful course. Let's see who we've got on our final round lead card. At 26 under, the man himself, Simon Lizotte, representing Germany. 20 under, Väinö Mäkelä from Finland. 19 under, Seppo Paju from Finland. And another Finn, Teemu Nissinen, at 17 under. Hole 1, we've got a par 3. Tell me about this hole, Simon.
Yeah, so this course was designed by Jonathan Baldwin, who is very experienced. So I came into this tournament with high expectations for a great course. And right with hole 1, he surprised all of us with a 140-meter triple Mando island hole from a balcony. And yeah, this hole was a tester. It wasn't really that difficult to hit this Mando, but definitely missable considering the nerves.
And is the railing in your head at all?
No, the tee was so high it didn't really bother me since I'm relatively tall anyway, but for sidearm throwers I can definitely see that coming into play, and I have also seen it hit during this tournament.
So you're inbounds there through the Mando. There is some OB, so if you go through the Mando and finish really hard right or left, you're going to be out of bounds.
Yeah, so everything short of the triple Mando is out of bounds, and if you go OB anywhere, even if you're through the Mando, you go straight to the drop zone, which is right in between the triple Mando, and then there follows like an island which is maybe 20 or 30 meters wide.
Wow.
And you can see all these little red and white stakes. That's the OB line. So
you can see Väinö just going with a standstill putter or something there, just trying to get through the Mando, make the hole easy, and lay up for his par.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what the stats are, but I've not heard of more than 3 twos in this hole in 4 rounds from the whole entire field.
And here's Seppo. This needs to slow down, pushing the out-of-bounds line, but appears to be safe.
Yeah, barely in bounds. Seppo actually hit the banner round 3, and this hole, you're not really going for the 2, so the only play is to make it through the goal, land safe, and then just lay up for your 3.
How about Team Finland this year? They came with a pretty strong team.
Yeah, that was no surprise to all of us. When I was talking to my coach and to UC before this event, it was like it was going to be me against Team Finland, and that's how it turned out. And I'm telling you, it's not easy to play against this blue and white wall, basically. That's what it felt like.
Sure. And Teemu's inbounds there, right? Barely made the Mando?
Yeah, Teemu just slid inside those poles, and those are the OB lines, so he was barely safe. And that's a bonus. That was a pretty nervous shot right there.
Up to the basket. Here you are going with a putter, I would guess.
Yeah, I'm going Sky God. It's just, we weren't dealing with any wind really. It was probably in Celsius like 34.
Wow.
Which is, yeah, pushing to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. So it was cooking.
Väinö just a little short. Good speed on that. And Seppo with the big drive. How far would you say this is?
It's probably a good 25 meters. Doesn't really look like he's trying now.
Easy layup there. Teemu for par. Good putt there.
Yeah, as difficult as this hole seemed, like there weren't big swings on this one because everyone was just playing safe.
Yeah, it's not, if you take it and cut it into 2 parts, it doesn't become too difficult.
Yeah. Personally, not a big fan of this hole, but it definitely created some drama.
All pars for this group, and on to hole 2, another par 3. Looks like we've got a woods hole coming up.
Yeah, the front 9 is going to be mostly extremely wooded. And this hole is pretty uphill. It's not very long. It's only 220 feet. But there's 2 gaps. You can go for the sidearm gap. You can kind of see left of that thin tree. You can go a sidearm or turnover. But most righty backhand throwers will choose a straight gap up that path. And all you have to do is like commit to that line. And clearly didn't.
A little bit inside. Take a couple kicks off of trees. What are you, halfway there or a little less?
Yeah, maybe barely halfway there. Väinö hit this line a lot better than me, but still not good enough. And if you hit any of those guardian trees, you're basically laying up for another par. The front nine was super, super difficult. If you come out under par in the front nine, you're happy.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me with John Baldwin making the design. He definitely understands the capabilities of the game's best. So, and there's Teemu taking the forehand. Perfect shot.
I was really surprised to see him go sidearm here up the straight gap. I thought a little hyzer would be pretty easy for him since he's so accurate with his backhand.
Well, he made the forehand look easy too. He's got his pick of a couple options. Long jump putt, just a little low and right.
"45 feet uphill."
Wow. Great putt there.
Dead center. Yeah, Seppo kind of changed his putt back to his old style. He's not been very happy with his putting game lately, so he's been switching back and forth, trying stuff, and he made some great putts this week.
That's great to see. I mean, anybody, if you're not happy, it's good to see even a top player willing to kind of experiment, find some new things with their game. There's always that. Things can get stale. You know, your putt can kind of leave you, and it's a good thing if you can get that going again. Hole 3, par 3, 479 feet or 146 meters. This one's got a little bit less trees, but a lot out of bounds.
Yeah, it's a kind of little tunnel shot right off the tee, but it's a pretty big gap. But the trick here is, for most right-handed players, you want to throw a low, very flippy disc that turns from hyzer to flat or even a slight hyzer flip. But with this distance, maybe 5% of the field even had a chance to get it too.
Well, I put Seppo's in that 5% though.
Yeah, you see that cornfield, like 20 feet before that cornfield, the OB line starts, and the whole right side with the woods on the right is all safe. So if you want to miss, you want to throw it straight into the woods, basically. Definitely a lefty hole also. I can see you, Nate, throw a big sidearm flex shot on this hole.
Okay.
You probably... Yeah, you can get it there, definitely.
And this is flipping, but a little bit low.
Yeah, perfect line. Good speed, too. A little too low and left me probably 50 feet short, which you not can be angry about. Getting another par on this hole is not bad.
Yeah, I'm having a tough time telling these fins apart.
Yes. I mean, we all have to wear our team shirts.
Yeah.
Like, well, it's part of the event, which is...
It's a cool thing.
It's so cool because anywhere on the course, once we get more into the open, you can see like the other cards walking around, and you can see, oh, look, there's another German playing, or like you can see all the groups, and it really...
Wow.
It created like
a
whole new feeling of competition.
Yeah, it looks like a really fun event to be a part of.
Another big one for Seppo.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Just off the right side for a bonus birdie there. Here's Teemu. We can recognize him because he uses his left hand to throw the frisbee.
Yes.
And he's just barely short.
Yeah, those putts that just miss by half of an inch are just so frustrating.
Wow, what a save.
Yeah, Väinö, he putts so hard.
Yeah.
Extremely accurate, but I can see those jumping out every now and then.
Sure. But for everyone that jumps out, if you make one some other time, it's kind of a trade-off.
Yeah, at least he doesn't doubt himself. He just goes for it.
For sure. Hole 4, par 3, 111 meters. Is this a straight shot?
Yes, this is arguably the easiest hole, or one of the easiest holes on the course. There's really nothing in the way. Once you clear that little tunnel from the tee, which is not more than 30 feet off the tee, so it's right there. It's just over this fairway. What might come into play here is some wind, because you can't feel the wind in the woods, but the wind was pushing here right to left, and not easy to read because you really couldn't feel anything of it. And yeah, if you're Good throwers could throw mid-ranges, but I chose personally to throw a driver just to be safe to get the distance, because going long was very difficult.
Yeah, you kind of have a lot of woods there to catch the disc, huh?
Yeah, and the basket's on the slope, so as long as you don't go way too high, you're kind of going to have like this backstop under the basket.
Teemu. A little bit left of the target.
Yeah, and all these Seppo, Väinö, and Teemu, they can all crush. Like, I have absolutely no distance advantage whatsoever.
Yeah, they have a lot of power. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nice shot there.
Yeah, I'm just throwing overstable, making sure to keep it on the right side and let it hyzer in. And at this point, I still have a 6-stroke lead, which is
good,
considerably comfortable.
Yeah.
But of course, it's still in your head, as you always think, oh, what are the other guys doing? And I was very surprised here that no one but me put themselves in a great position.
Yeah, tricky putt here. Just a little bit high. And which fin is this down in the ditch?
This is Väinö.
Väinö in the ditch.
Get it up.
Oh, wow. Got the height.
Yeah, so this is me here getting a stroke on the card, which on one of the easiest holes, I felt like this was a total bonus.
Yeah, that's a really good feeling. Already with the big lead. But it's hard to ever really relax with a big, important title like this.
Yeah, this title is huge. That's the biggest title we have in Europe, so...
You want to win.
You definitely want to win. We were all focused.
Absolutely.
Being on the lead card is no joke. It's a mind game as much as it's a physical game.
Yeah, absolutely. 5th hole, par 3, 76 meters. Is this one a little downhill?
Yeah, this is, I think, the shortest hole on the course. It's basically a tunnel shot with a very strong right-to-left finish. So I'm choosing, because I was absolutely going nuts on this hole. I couldn't hit that line to save my life, so I just went for the roller, trying to somehow get myself down there.
This looks good.
And I kind of fought through a bunch of the wooded stuff, and that's still probably a 45-footer downhill to the basket. But the actual play is what Seppo will demonstrate is... I think this is probably his most overstable mid-range. Might even be an overstable fairway driver.
Oh, wow.
And he made that shot look way easier than it is.
Parked it.
Yeah, he's like 3 feet away, and that's further away than he was round 3.
Wow. Oh, just into a tree there with the forehand and a bad roll.
That shot looked really good off the tee. I remember thinking he's going to ace it, but he hit the last guardian tree. And going standstill again. He likes those standstills.
This needs to get overstable.
Yeah, and if you kick left and short there, you're in jail.
Like this right here?
Yeah, it looks like he has a little gap there to jump putt out of.
At least he has a window, but this is a long jump putt. Wow, good shot there.
Yeah, this green was a bit tricky too, all these little sticks going everywhere, and you could easily roll 30 feet down the hill here.
Looking for a birdie. Oh.
I knew instantly that
right
wasn't
away.
good.
Yeah.
It looked closer than it felt.
Teemu saves par.
Yeah, I had 4 threes on this hole, which felt very silly.
Yeah, for a hole this short, you don't want that.
Yeah, I can almost jump putt off the tee and get a putt for 2, and I don't know, this was not my hole.
Hole 6, par 3, 142 meters. What's this one got for us?
I would say this is for right-handed throwers the hardest hole to birdie. It is. You can't see the basket off the tee. It has a really high flag though, so you can barely see that top flag. And it slopes down from right to left, and the OB on the right starts right at that telephone pole, or what would you call it?
Yeah.
I think it's a telephone pole. And the OB to the left, where the slope goes down to, is probably 60, 70, 80 feet to the left of the basket. Seppo threw this way too high, and that path is out of bounds.
Okay. But there's
he still
also
probably has
OB.
100 feet to the basket too.
Also OB down below the basket.
Yes. It's really hard to judge the distance here. I'm just going sidearm. I cannot throw 450 feet sidearm, so I'm just going to lay it up. And I also... I'm just playing for par on this one, like I've already played on 3 of these holes in the front 9.
Well, it's a smart play when you're holding on to a nice lead. Teemu probably likes this
is
hole.
Teemu's hole. Yeah, it should be one of his holes, just like hole 3 was. But he left that one a little long and wide.
But inbounds easily.
Yes.
And Väinö's going to go with that righty backhand.
Yeah,
stay out of the trees.
You have to challenge that right side OB so much for the disc not to fade left OB. And he got a bit lucky there that bounced out like that.
Fought through and got inbounds.
This is Väinö for birdie. Whoa.
Wow, he is going for that.
Here you can see how much of a slope it actually is. That just sailed down the hill.
And what does he have, 15 meters?
Maybe like 12, but
nothing.
Way more uphill than it seems.
Yeah.
I'm just completely happy that I get to get a 3. Since Sepp already went OB and Väinö has a challenging putt to save a par.
Mm-hmm.
This is Väinö for par save.
Wow, that almost wanted to roll.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of rollaways in this hole. Birdie time.
Nice birdie.
This is Seppo for bogey.
Ooh, that's a good catch.
Yeah, I remember watching this, and even my heart stopped for a beat.
Wow. That's as close as it gets.
It was already looking out. That's funny.
Well, you'll take that, absolutely.
Yeah, so after hole 4 being a bonus, this felt like another bonus with 2 of the guys getting a bogey that were right behind me.
Yeah.
And I just played it safe for a par and gained a stroke.
Hole 7, we've got a par 4 here, 146 meters. It's got a kind of a dog leg.
Yeah, this is one of these 90-degree holes with a bunch of trees you can possibly hit. So, tee shot is either sidearm or putter or mid-range, kind of straight. You want a slight left to right kind of turn. But looks like he went a bit too much here. He was trying to like bite off a lot of that corner, so...
It doesn't look like he liked it.
No, he had trees on the left and bounced straight right. I'm just trying to lay it up straight in the middle again.
Mid-range?
Yeah, little early release, and I would call that lucky.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's the sweet spot. Right to the left of my disc, there was the sweet spot, so I was a bit too far down the hill.
Here is Seppo.
Oh, also hit the last tree on the right side. Kicked way down to the left. The basket is like way up to the left of that picture there. And it always surprises me how little the cameras just show elevation.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting. You can never really get a sense for it.
Yeah. That is a sweet spot.
Basket going back uphill.
Super uphill. Like, even if you're right in the sweet spot, it was still a driver from there, even though it looked really close.
Wow. He's kind of just cutting through the woods here, trying to cut the corner and get down to the landing zone.
Yeah, that was a fantastic shot. I know he secretly kind of missed a line and got away with it, but we don't have to mention that.
Often that's how it works.
Yes.
When you're that far in the woods.
I'm a master of that.
There are a lot of trees still to miss.
Yeah, I was like right on this tree. I was lucky to be even down there, so I couldn't complain, and my sidearm just didn't quite get up the hill.
Little low. And this is the perfect drive right here.
Yes, he can smell the chance to get a stroke back.
Looks like he likes the smell.
Very well done. Do you know how old Väinö is?
I would guess 20.
I think he's 19.
Yeah, he's very young.
Yeah, he's actually the, at this point, still reigning junior European champion.
Oh, okay.
And, 1 year later, he's on the league card playing for Open titles.
That is very good. And Teemu's also fairly young. I mean, Seppo as well. You're the old man on the card.
I think I actually might I might be the oldest guy on the card.
I think you almost certainly are.
Yeah. Wow, I never realized that when I was playing. I guess I feel younger.
Great birdie. And is Teemu saving par?
Yep. I got a par.
Nice. Seppo par.
Seppo took a par. Yeah, this was one of the holes on the front nine that I really wanted to birdie, so
Yeah.
not really too happy with the par there, but I mean, as long as my lead is still 5+, I'm happy.
Yeah, definitely. What's the 8th hole about? 81 meters, par 3.
Yep, this is the second shortest hole on the course, and again, about 60 options to end up short.
A lot of trees, kind of a downhill shot.
Yeah, there's one route to the right. You see this path. The gap's really small, but once you hit the first gap off that tee, it's pretty safe to get at least a putt.
Mm-hmm.
But the more open gap, and the most players did it either the sidearm where he will go, or like this backhand turnover putter shot. Super touchy. A lot of things could go wrong, but you don't want to think about that kind of stuff.
A little low, but he didn't really hit any trees, so that's good. And Teemu's going to show us this back door. Or never mind, he's not quite going to do it.
Yeah, that gap.
You get the idea.
That gap is maybe 2 feet.
Yeah, that is very tight.
Yeah, I tried, I think, 4 different routes on this hole, all 4 rounds. I for some reason couldn't play this hole. Just like hole 5.
Yeah. Always one more tree waiting for you.
Yeah, I hit one of them.
At least one.
At least one. And yeah, Seppo was playing this hyzer route very well every round. Yeah, barely missed that one tree to miss down the fairway, and parks it.
And this is trouble for Teemu. I couldn't see it finish.
I couldn't see it
pretty
finish
close.
either. I know, I'm trying to make this just to get birdies going. I've been kind of slacking.
Wow, got a little piece.
Yep. Pretty happy to draw metal from 70 feet, but same amount of throws.
And Väinö with the power putt.
Just no doubt, I really like it.
Wow.
This is Teemu for par. Yeah, Seppo was real close.
That was a great save by Teemu. Good birdie. Couple of birdies from your closest chasers, too. They're going to narrow down the gap one shot.
There's my caddy, Anna. Shout out.
Ninth, par 4, 157 meters. Looks like we're going through a gap out to the field.
Yes, this gap was, what's the word, mind-boggling. It was extremely tight. It was kind of long, actually. Probably at least 60 feet to get out of that gap to this open field, and then a good amount uphill again to the basket. And definitely a true par 4. And it's all about somehow getting out of these woods.
Yeah, that looks like you're going to be lucky to make par if you don't get out.
Yes. Taking his time. I like it.
This is Väinö. Oh, wow. Gotta be happy with that.
Yeah, you can't ask for much more. I don't even know what you would aim for on this hole. You basically just close your eyes and hope.
Another very nice shot. They're trying to put the pressure on you here.
Yeah, I could definitely feel it. Seppo was dead on this tunnel shot also every round.
This feels like an easy hole to bogey as well.
Yeah, the front 9, almost all of the holes were very easy to bogey, and Teemu freaking crushed this one.
Wow, it's so impressive when people get a big throw through a really intimidating gap, and he just attacks.
Yes, very accurate.
And you're out.
Yeah.
But you're not far.
No, I threw that a bit too low. I thought happy to hit the gap, but kind of got a weird bounce down that little hill.
Is this a full power shot?
Yes. Very weird stance. Had to go over that little bush right in front of me. And I was pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I'll say. Into circle 1.
Yeah, probably like a 25-footer. Which I was at 100% still at this point.
Wow, for the whole tournament.
Yes.
That's great. Team Finland.
Making this hole look pretty easy. Yeah, and those guys drove it so far. It's a maybe overstable fairway driver, might be just mid-ranges throwing up the hill, and he's just probably throwing a putter.
Wow. Wow, yeah, the whole lead group really doing well on this hole with your good approach shot.
Yeah, and I can see 3 discs right next to that basket, and I get to putt first.
Oh, no. And did you know that was your first miss? Uh-oh.
Yes.
Well, at least now you get to be outside the circle.
Exactly.
You don't have to put your stats on the line. Brutal roll away.
No, this was a very key moment that when I missed that putt, I was thinking like, uh-oh, is this happening now?
This is the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
Wow, what a save, though, to limit the damage. Oh, man. Wow, you might get away with one here. I can't imagine they'll all miss, but very bad miss there from Teemu, and a little bit of a roll, and now almost an air ball.
Yeah, Teemu had some putting arrows throughout the entire tournament. Some of what I didn't really expect at all. But
there he goes. He's in, but bogey. Really a disappointing bogey after fantastic drive followed by a fantastic approach.
Yeah.
And a birdie for Seppo and for Väinö.
Yep, I'm still holding on to that lead. Five strokes now. I only lost 1 on the front 9, which I was pretty happy about.
Wow. Remember to subscribe, guys, to SpinTV to get more of this amazing disc golf out of Europe. We will be back with back 9 coverage.